Hello everyone. Well, this is my second video in 2 days. That's a record for me. Well, July is an interesting month astrologically, and I'm referring to the week after the new moon on the 17th. But I'll go to that in a minute. First, I would like to take a quick look at July. And because I have new subscribers, I would like to remind you of who I am and what I'm doing here. My name is Mick Papadopoulos, and I live in Cyprus. I guess a lot of you have to Google to find out where it is. It's an island in the Mediterranean. I started learning astrology 35 years ago in San Diego. It was never my profession, but it has always been my big passion. And because I had a great interest in crypto since 2017, for the past 2.5 years, I've been following Bitcoin's chart. And after I was sure that the chart was working, I've decided to start making these videos. So let's take a minute and talk about July. The sun will be in Cancer until the 23rd, and then it will move, of course, to Leo. One thing to remember about Cancer people is that the family comes first. The planet Mercury enters Leo on the 11th. Mars enters Virgo on the 10th. Mars is in Leo, but on the 23rd it's going to go retrograde until the first week of September. I'll talk about that in a second. But there is a full moon on the 3rd in Capricorn. That's a serious sign. That shows our career, our responsibilities, structures, and this full moon will highlight our responsibility, but it also has a very nice auspicious angle to Jupiter. Full moons usually means completion, so if you are a Capricorn born around 1st of July, or Aries born around 1st of April, or Cancer 3rd of July, or Libra around 4th of October, or if you have any other planets around these signs. This means that you could complete something with success, or you could even have a fortunate new beginning, but after you let go of something, a situation or emotional situation. There is a new moon in Cancer on the 17th, and although this new moon aspects nicely Neptune and Uranus, it also opposes Pluto. Well, this is asking us to find new ways to transform our life for the better. At the same time, Venus forms an aspect called quincunx to Neptune, but also Pluto, and that symbolizes their upcoming stability and changes in global economy and the markets. There are a few aspects from the 17th until the 24th. The moon nodes, which show karmic lesson and the way to go, actually, are in a difficult aspect, a square, what is called in astrology, to Pluto. This is a rare event, and it shows a major transformation from the old to the new. It could be a revealing of a secret that may be connected to governments and corruption, but it could also mean other things, because Pluto is connected to crime, but I don't want to scare you, but also to nuclear, and in extreme cases. Well, at the same time that this is all happening, Mars will oppose Saturn. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if we also see a change of a well-known leader. Well, I'm not sure how this will unfold exactly, but it looks like it will cause instability and change in global economy. And I'm saying that because Venus, the planet of money, pleasure, will be stationary at the same time, going retrograde until the first week of September. On a personal level, if you are born around the dates January 19th of April, 22nd of October, you're going through a major transformation in your life. And these days, you will probably realize the way to move forward. The moon nodes are actually not planets, but mathematical point in the sky. That's the area actually that the eclipses occur. They show where we have to involve and what we have to release. They will remain in the sign of Aries and Libra for the next 18 months. This means that during the next 18 months, the way we handle our intimate relationships or partnerships will change dramatically. Now let's move to Bitcoin. I would like to remind you that this is not a financial advice. If you like your personal horoscope and predictions, my email is in the description and you can contact me to give you the emails. There are some nice and lucky aspects, but after the 12th and the last week of month looks really positive for Bitcoin. But we begin the month with a full moon, and you remember Bitcoin does not like full moons very much. And usually, not always, the price drops. But also Venus makes an opposition to Neptune and the semi-sextile to Saturn, which are also not very positive aspects. We might hear some good news around the 5th and the 6th because of Mercury and Uranus planet. Mercury is the planet of communication and Uranus represents news too. But it looks like the price until the 11th or 12th of the month, the price is going to either be a bit lower or consolidate. It might drop a bit, but not a lot. After the 11th, that time looks very good and the price could start going up. There are some really nice aspects after that. I like the nodes auspicious aspect to Venus, but also the Sun makes auspicious aspect to Saturn. So it looks like it's going to continue Bitcoin to go up until a little after the new moon on the 17th or 18th, it depends your location. Remember that I mentioned that this was going to be a critical week, but after that, until the 24th of the month, we may see the price drop a little bit. There are a couple of quincunx aspects around that time, and they show indecision and instability. We had similar aspects beginning of June, and it was the story with Binance, if you remember. But to close on a positive note, I believe you will be happy the last week of the month. There are a few nice auspicious aspects, but the main one is Jupiter, the planet of expansion, luck, and opportunities, is making a wonderful aspect, a trine, what it's called in astrology, with Bitcoin. But also Saturn, which is retrograde at that moment, is making a nice aspect to Mars. There are plenty of more aspects. So let's see how it will go. That's it, guys. Thank you again for being here. If you enjoy the video, press the like button. My next video will probably be for XRP, and it will be ready in a couple of weeks. That's it. Bye. Take care.